digest food and to release nutrient into the body or to release waste into the body. So what is the work of circulatory system? The nutrients and the wastes that are released out by the digestive systems are carried to all over the body by the circulatory system. Means all the nutrients, whenever we are taking food, obviously the food contains some nutrients, okay, which our body needs. Whenever we are taking food means we are getting energy from the food. How we are getting energy? How we can able to grow? Because of the nutrients that we are taking from our food. So whenever nutrients after the digestion of food, by the release of the nutrients, that nutrients are needed to be transported to all over our body, and these transportation of nutrients are done by the circulatory system. Not only the transportation of nutrients, I said that along with nutrients there are also some waste particles, means we can say the undigested particles, okay. So the undigested food, they also need to be transported to the excretory system, from where they can be expelled out from the body, they can be released out from the body. So this work means transporting the waste material to the excretory system is also done by the circulatory system. So how important circulatory system is in a human body? Circulatory system plays an important role of transporting nutrients and waste that is released by the digestion of food to all over the body. Okay, this is the work of the circulatory system. Got it? So whenever we are talking about circulatory system includes three things: heart, blood, and blood vessels. Already you know this, I think. The three components of a circulatory system are heart, blood, and blood vessels. Gradually we will discuss about all in details. We will have a detailed account of blood, we will have a detailed account of heart, and also we will have a detailed account of blood vessels. Okay, so here let us first discuss about the body fluid. Okay, what all are the body fluids that are present in our body, and today we will discuss about the open vascular system and closed vascular system. Okay, so don't worry, I am just discussing the topic one by one. So let us first discuss our first topic, that is the body fluid. Okay, what all fluids in body? So whenever we are talking about body fluids or fluids in our body, we can talk about three fluids. What are the three fluids? Blood, tissue fluid, and lymph. Okay, so the three fluids are blood, tissue fluid, and lymph. I hope you all are well acquainted with blood. Okay, rest two fluids we will discuss now. So what is blood? Blood is a major content of a human body. Already I said blood transports. Blood and lymph helps in, remember, blood and lymph helps in the transportation of nutrients and waste in the body. Okay, in sometimes in your entrance question also, or in some Olympiad question also, you can get which are the body fluids helps in the transport of nutrients and waste in body. Blood and lymph. Okay, so blood is the major content of a human body, and also we can talk about some content of the blood. If we will talk about the contents of blood, blood has both solid contents and liquid contents. Okay, so all details about blood we will discuss. Okay, when we will discuss about the detailed account of blood after this topic, there we will discuss about what are the content of blood, about RBC, WBC, platelets. All already you have done in your earlier classes. Again we will do in some more details. Okay, so here whenever we are talking about blood, means blood is flowing inside the blood vessels. Okay, there are two parts in our body where we can find blood. One is inside heart and another is inside blood vessels. Okay, so inside heart and inside blood vessels. Got it? So blood can be found inside heart or inside blood vessels, and blood helps in carrying nutrients and waste that we got from the that is released from the digestive system, and it will transport it throughout our body. Okay. Next, tissue fluid. Tissue fluid is a fluid that are found in between the gap of the cells. Okay. We got numerous cells in our body, and in between the cells we got some space. We call this intercellular space. Okay. And in that space we got some fluid that is known as tissue fluid. Okay. Tissue fluid is a fluid which is found in between the space of the cells or in the intercellular space. Okay. In between the intercellular space we can get tissue fluid. Okay. Tissue fluid also, it helps in transporting the waste of the nutrients from blood to lymph. Okay. Don't worry, the detailed account we will read later on. Okay. Tissue fluid, what is the work of tissue fluid? See, blood vessels carries blood and blood carries nutrients, and that nutrients need to be transported to all the body. So tissue fluid act as an intermediate between blood and lymph, means it will take the nutrients and waste material from the blood and it will give to the lymph. Okay. And lymph is also another fluid in our body which is found inside the lymph vessel. Okay. Blood is found inside the blood vessel. Lymph is found inside the lymph vessel. Okay. Again we have some lymphatic glands also. One example I am giving, tonsil. Tonsil is a lymphatic gland. When we will talk detail about lymph, there I will tell more detailed account of lymph. Okay. So just for now you remember, blood flows inside blood vessels. Lymph flows inside what? Lymphatic vessels. Okay. And tissue fluid, these fluids we can find it in between the space of the cell or in the intercellular space. Okay. So these are the three fluids that we can find in a body, or three body fluids. Okay. Whenever we are talking about a human body, we can find these three fluids in a human body. So now let us discuss one more important thing, that if we will relate blood, tissue and lymph, what is the connection of blood, tissue and lymph in our body, that I am showing you in the diagrammatic form. Now you will have a clear idea about blood, tissue fluid and lymph. Okay. So here let us talk about it. Heart. Here I am not doing the structure. When we will go, when we will read a detailed account of heart, then we will read the structure of heart. Okay. This is the blood vessel. Okay. And I hope you all know how many types of blood vessels are there in human body. Veins, arteries and capillaries. Okay. Already you all have done this topic in your earlier classes. Okay. So this is the vein. And this is the artery. Okay. So one side of the heart is connected with vein and another side with artery. This is a connection between veins and arteries. We can call it as capillaries. Okay. So this is a vein. contains both, or it connects both the deoxygenated and oxygenated blood. Okay, so here this is the heart at the center. Heart is connected with, or the blood vessels from heart is connected with lungs. So here when we are talking about vein, means vein is the carrier of deoxygenated blood. All the waste that are formed inside our body by the digestion of food, that all wastes are dissolved in the blood, and the blood vessels which carries the waste blood is known as vein. Vein is the blood vessel which carries the deoxygenated blood, means the blood which carries more waste, and arteries are the blood vessels which carries the blood which got nutrients. That's why we call it as oxygenated blood. This blood contains more oxygen, but this blood contains very less oxygen, rather it contains more waste material. That's why we call it as deoxygenated blood. So all the waste material that are collected from our body, that are transported by vein to heart. Okay, from vein to heart, then heart will send this deoxygenated blood to lungs. Okay, again I am repeating, all the waste material that are collected in our body, that are collected or that are dissolved in inside blood, and that blood is carried by a special blood vessel known as vein. Okay, veins are the blood vessels which carries the deoxygenated blood. Okay, and this deoxygenated blood is taken inside the heart. When we will discuss more about heart, there we will discuss more about this topic. Just today I am giving you the introduction. So here this deoxygenated blood are carried into one part of the heart. Okay, heart got four chambers. Okay, or it got two parts, left side and right side, that we will discuss later on. So after entering of the deoxygenated blood to heart, heart will send this deoxygenated blood to lungs. Why? To make it purify. Okay, lungs will purify the waste blood, or lungs will purify the deoxygenated blood into oxygenated blood. Okay, and that oxygenated blood will be again carried by the arteries. Okay, it will be again carried by the arteries. So here I am giving you one exception, just listen it carefully. Here just now I said that veins are the carrier of deoxygenated blood and arteries are the carriers of oxygenated blood. But the vein that is connected from heart to lung, okay, or the blood vessel that is connected to heart to lungs, which carries deoxygenated blood, is artery, pulmonary artery. Okay. This is an exception. I hope you all know this, and this is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein. So this is one exception. Only one exception in our body. Veins carries deoxygenated blood and arteries carries oxygenated blood, but pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood and pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood. Okay, again I am repeating, in our body veins are the carriers of deoxygenated blood, means waste blood, and arteries are the carriers of oxygenated blood, means purified blood. But there is one exception, the blood vessels which is connected from heart to lungs, or we can say the blood vessel which carries deoxygenated blood, which is linked between heart to lungs, is known as pulmonary artery. This carries deoxygenated blood, but it is known as artery. This carries oxygenated blood, but it is known as vein. Okay, these two are two exceptions. More detail I will tell you when we will read heart. Got it? So let us come to down part. So this is the vein and this is the artery. Vein transports the deoxygenated blood to heart, and from lungs the deoxygenated blood get purifies and it comes down again to the body part. Means here we can find a difference, significant difference between vein and artery. What is that? Vein always move inward to heart. Veins always move inward to heart, but arteries always move outside heart. Okay, means vein will carry the blood into heart, and after the purification of blood, heart will give the purified blood out by arteries. Okay, so vein will go inside and arteries they always leaves heart. Okay, now there is a interconnection between veins and arteries where all the nutrients and waste matter can be transported into the body fluid. Okay, and this is known as capillaries. Here these are the body fluids, and here again we can have another vessel, that is the lymphatic vessels or lymph vessels. Okay, so this is the lymph vessel. Lymph vessel again it is connected to lungs. Okay, here we can find some lymphatic glands also. Don't worry, don't have a confusion of lymph. Detail about lymph we will discuss when we will move on to the next topic, that is blood and lymph. Okay, these are the lymphatic organs and this is the capillary of lymph. So what happened? These blood capillaries, they exchange or they helps in the exchange of nutrients and waste material from the blood vessels to the tissue fluid, and this tissue fluid will give the nutrients to the limbs. Okay, generally lymph are helpful for our body. It fight against the antigen or any disease particles that are present inside our body. Generally these lymph which are found inside the lymphatic vessels, they will fight against the disease. Okay, that's why sometimes when we got cold, there will be a swelling in our tonsil, because tonsil tonsil is a lymphatic gland, okay, or a lymphatic organ we can say, and that is fighting against the disease, okay, against the infectious disease that infects our body. Okay, that all we will read in later on. Okay, in later topic we will have that discussion. So this is the connecting link between blood vessels, lymph and tissue fluid. Okay, so these are the blood vessels, this is the lymphatic vessel, and this is the tissue fluid. So the purifier or the nutrients can be supplied from the blood vessel to the tissue fluid by the diffusion process that we will read, and this tissue fluid will supply nutrient to the lymph by the help of diffusion process only. Okay, so this is the interconnecting link between blood, lymph and capillaries. If you got any doubt in this part, heart and lungs, don't worry, detail about heart we will have in our next topic. Okay, so here you can find one thing, that here whatever fluid we are talking about blood and lymph. Okay, when we are talking about the two tissue fluid which are helpful in transporting nutrients and waste in our body, that is blood and lymph, you can find that blood and lymph is flowing inside a vessel. Okay, blood is floating or blood is present inside the blood vessel and lymph is present inside the lymphatic vessel. That's why this kind of system is known as closed vascular system. This is a closed vascular system. Okay, so this is a closed vascular system, but in some lower organism, like in some insects, whenever blood flows out of the heart, means after the purification of blood, they do not have a special vessel in their body. They do not have blood vessel lymphatic vessel. So whenever heart pumps blood into the body, it will be opened, means directly it will pump blood to the body. That kind of system is known as closed vascular system. Okay, remember that kind of system is known as open vascular system. I'm sorry, that kind of system where blood is flowing in the body without any blood vessel is known as open vascular system. And this kind of system where blood and lymph which are flowing inside the vessels are known as the closed vascular system. So we all human, we have a closed vascular system, as in our body blood and lymph, they are flowing inside the blood vessel and lymph vessel. But in some insects, when heart will pump blood to the body, directly it will pump blood to the all body part. They will not have a special vessel. Okay, they will not have a special blood vessel or lymphatic vessel. Okay, so that kind of system is known as open vascular system. Got it? I hope you are now clear about the closed vascular system and open vascular system. Just a difference: in closed vascular system, blood or lymph flows inside the vessel, but in open vascular system they do not flow inside the vessel. Okay, so this is all about our today's discussion. Again you revise this topic, again you go through your book. In the next class we will start the detailed structure of heart. Okay, we will have a detailed account of heart, all the functioning of heart and the connecting link between heart and lungs also we will discuss there. So again you revise this topic. If you got any doubt, then again you ask me, and in the next class we will have some more discussion of the topic. Till then, goodbye and take care.